We're joined today by junior forward Nick Jobin and senior guard Julio Vazquez after a solid conference win 61-54 over Emmanuel College this afternoon at the Alphonse Center. Guys, what can you attribute today's victory to? I mean, it was a well-played game. You guys led the entire contest. Clinched the deal in the second half. Talk about how this game went for you guys overall.
We had a good game plan defensively, and that's what we wanted to focus on. They played us well down there at Emmanuel. We went 1 by 1, so
right.
We kind of had the whole offense. We had it going through practice and everything, and we just wanted to focus on defensively and getting rebounds and pushing in transition.
But one of the things that really stands out when looking at the stat sheet, and folks watching the game I'm sure noticed, our play in the paint. 32-14 outscored them in the paint tonight. And Nick, of course, a big part of that, 19 points. Talk about what was working for you inside.
I mean, guys were cutting hard tonight. Our offense is predicated on hard cuts and moving the ball, and I think in the first half we had 10 assists. And that's amazing. And when guys are cutting like that, people have to help, and it just leaves open shots, open layups.
Now, something that we also noticed, the Monks have been a really good downtown shooting team, a lot of three-pointers. Only 6 attempts today, and none in the second half. So what, is this something that you guys kind of, was it a game plan?
Yeah, we focused on the shooters pretty much. That's pretty much what the practice and pregame work was on. We wanted to chase them off the line. They have real guys that got quick triggers and everything else, but chase them off the line, make them dribblers, and that's something they really don't want to do.
Well, I'm talking about us.
Yeah.
I'm talking about us.
Yeah,
oh, really?
I mean, today we knew that they're a little bit smaller, so we wanted to try to work it inside out, you know what I mean? And that's what we did.
I mean, yeah, Nick's obviously, he was the biggest guy in the gym at the point, so we worked around him, and other shots came through him.
Now you guys, first half, the score was 30-15. Holding them to 15 in the first half, talk about how you guys were able to do that.
One of the biggest things was we limited their second chance points. They only had 2 offensive rebounds. And I mean, that if you look at the 2 halves, that's probably the biggest difference. They had a lot more in the second half. Mm-hmm. And on top of that, we were taking care of the ball and
moving it.
Yeah. So we weren't turning it over, so they weren't getting fast break points coming back the other way and stuff like that.
Now, what in the second half, like you said, they turned it up a little bit. Outscored you guys 39-31. The first half deficit was just too much to overcome for them, but it did get close towards the end. Some big shots that kind of clinched it in the closing minutes. But what was the focus late? Obviously, a lot of timeouts called with Emmanuel coming back. What was the focus late in the game to try to hold them off?
We had to take care of the ball. We had, I think, 13 turnovers in the second half or something like that.
Yeah, 13 overall.
13 overall.
Yeah.
9 in the second half. And even had 4 in the first half. So
yeah,
pretty much just get it over half court and run our sets, and just taking some time off the clock. And we knew if we ran our sets, they really couldn't stop us, especially like down the stretch.
Well, obviously a big conference win. You guys seem to be on a little bit of a roll right now. LaSalle coming up on Tuesday on the road, and then another rematch with the GNAC champion from last year, Albertus Magnus, on Saturday. You guys close out with 4 consecutive conference games, Norwich at home on the 12th, Emerson at home on the 16th. Well, this is really, the top 4 seeds are still up for grabs for sure. What are you guys thinking, what are you guys talking about when you look at these remaining games?
We're really just trying to get a home court first round, at least one game, because we know the home court crowd during the playoffs are really intense and everyone's really into it.
Right.
We just want to get a top 3, maybe top 2. If we could get the 1 seed, it'd be hard, a long stretch, but anything in the 1, 2, or 3, we need the 1, 2, or 3 spot.
Yeah, and our focus is to just keep working hard and focus day by day.
Generic comment.
He watched the what not to do in an interview, and he's not doing it. Guys, seemed like just kind of a comment here. Watching you play the last few games, the Mount Ida loss was a tough one. Yeah. That was certainly a tough one. But it is always tough to go on the road and play a team, no matter who they are. but since then, this team really seems to have come together. It just seems like it's a little bit of a different atmosphere with this team. You know, before the games, you guys are bouncing around a little bit more. I'm hearing some, you know, singing in this classroom and team meetings and things like that. Is this something that's, you know, real? Would you say that teams come together a little bit more since that?
Yeah, I think, like I said before, this team is real close, and I feel like we're all comfortable with each other. And I think sometimes we get away from having fun and enjoying the game rather than just stressing out during games and practices. I feel like that loosens us up, singing and everyone being loose and everyone just having a good time before the game and having fun during the game.
Yeah. What's the song of choice right now?
I like to Move It, Move It.
Yeah.
Is our hit, is our go-to usually.
Yeah.
Who's the best singer on the team?
I would say modestly myself.
Or I would say Assad. Surprisingly, probably Assad.
Really?
Or Matthew Sullivan.
Yeah.
He's the other guy. It's pretty.
Yeah.
He can, vocal cords.
Nick, you don't strike me as the singing dancing
No,
type.
I just clap and jump up and down. I laugh at Julio.
No, he's a laugh a minute. You got anything?
I'm good.
No? Man, a few words. All right, guys. Congrats on another conference win. Good luck on Tuesday at LaSalle.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Aside.